Imagine that you lived during the prehistoric age. With images form in your mind, you would probably think of cavemen making fire and carrying crude stone that looks like once used by Flintstone or the Crude family. Today, our lesson talks about the evolution of traditional media to new media. Now, let's talk on different age and period from prehistoric to information age. On screen is the prehistoric age. What does prehistoric mean? Prehistoric refers to the time before the existence of written or recorded history. During this time, life was simple. The concern of the members of the community were food, water, shelter, reproduction, and safety from natural occurrences and wild animals. That's a thing that they were more concerned on the period of the prehistoric. These are the several example forms of media during the prehistoric age. We have here carvings or engravings in rock or caves. Carvings or engraving rocks in rocks or caves is usually used by sharpened tools made of stone. So prehistoric man also learned how to etch on caves. And on the other hand class, we have here pictographs. Pictograph represents words and phrases through image and symbols and used to refer sketch or paintings. And lastly, we have here megalithic art. And this art involves the process of arranging artistically the stones or the big rocks, as you can see, for a particular purpose or a certain purpose. So that's the example forms of media during the prehistoric age. And now let's move on to the second period, which is the industrial age. During this period, technology shifted from using hand tools to operating power-driven machines. Okay, so the following invention made the production and operation of factories faster and more efficient. We have here significant invention in the field of communication and the impact of human civilization. First is movable type printing press. And we also have here telegraph and telephone. So with this, we will be able to make our things more efficient and helpful, so as useful in terms of um, invention of the field of communication. And we also have here electronic age. The invention of transistor marked the electronic age. So during this period, it is the beginning of the modernization since electronic equipment are more functional and reliable during this time, as you can see. And allow me to introduce with you the following example of media during electronic age. We have here transistor radio. A transistor radio is a small portable radio or radio receiver that uses transistor-based circuit. That's transistor radio. And we also have here television. Usually, television is a system used for transmitting visual images and sound that are reproduced on screen. It is used to broadcast programs for entertainment, information, and education. So basically, on the use of television, we will be able to receive some informations, right? Or that was being given to the authorized person who were producing the news. That's the television. And we have here ENIAC or electronic numerical integrator and computer. ENIAC was the first electronic programmable computer built. So basically, this can solve numerical problems and, of course, considered as the first digital computer. And we also down to the information age, also known as the computer age, digital age, or the new media age. So in information age, people now can visit websites of online newspapers or institutions that they provide particular information which people may need. Okay, so nowadays important details are not only expressed through text, but also in forms of images, videos, and music. So the internet is used in education, business, banking, communication, socialization, and other form of activities. That's the information age. And I also like to add on the difference between traditional media and new media. As we can see, traditional media are those form of, or during the earlier periods from the prehistoric age to electronic age. So traditional media includes radio, television, newspaper, books, magazine, paperback, novel. So in present time, um, new media is undeniably very useful, but this does not mean that traditional media has already become obsolete. So here, speaking of traditional media is still valuable and influential because it has a wider reach of market, right? So below are the characteristics and functionalities of traditional media. Here we have one directional. The media experience is limited since the sense receptors used are very specific, and we also have here no direct feedback. So the reason why traditional media is still valuable because, for example, some people still live in the remote areas where there is no electricity. Due to this, they cannot use the internet to look for the latest news. Despite of this, they can still become informed and updated by listening to the radio or reading newspaper. So that's the reason why traditional media, even up to this day, is valuable. And on the other hand, we have here new media. New media is the internet. So this includes web video portals, online video games, online telephone and messaging capability, and other things. So below are the characteristics and functionalities of new media. So first here is the experience is more interactive and the audience are more involved. Why? Because having new media right now can actually we can interact people right on the use of different platforms. The audience can send feedback simultaneously, and of course, lastly, we have here integrates all the aspect of the traditional media. It might be fall on radio, newspaper, television, and other things. So the choice of media is based on one's need. It's not just on one's need, but of course, an interest and lifestyle, as both traditional media and new media can carry out their purpose of keeping the people informed and helping everyone to stay connected with the use of the media. That ends our lesson for today. Thank you for listening.